I thought tonight I'd read some poems that I've not read, perhaps I haven't read them at all in the last 3 years at least. They're very early poems about my naughty youth. And the first one is called Words. I'm never sure, he said, that what I hear you say is what you really mean. And I kissed his candid eyes, the dark lids that hid their soft brown depths, and thought, how can my meaning passing words from mind to mind, from the red channels of my throat, across the space to reach another's ear, pulse through the maze that waits inside his brain, and not be altered by the passage? As music written on a stave is changed by each musician and each instrument that plays its first creator's thoughts. This is what I mean, I said, and I smoothed his soft lips and kissed his smooth shoulders and stroked with gentle fingertips the eager body that rose to meet with mine not long before, and words were lost to us in loving touch that both of us believed we understood. This is a sadder one, really. This is a break-up poem after I've broken up. It's called Mercy Killing. It was it's not what you think. It was a mercy killing. I took the weapon in clenched fist. I looked directly at the thing, the limping, dumb, weeping thing, crawling each day through, mercifully numb in darkness, in distress, and in denial. I raised the weapon, struck coldly at its fainting form, and from its death throes, as it thrashed and bled, I recognized that after it was dead, it still could rise again. No more a dying marriage, but an understanding bond, straighter, clearer. Honesty beat strongly at its core, and in this life we could not ask for more. This is one I only wrote this week. It's called Leaving Home. Leaving home was a gradual affair. No tears, no promises to keep in touch. Yes, an initial phase of packing, my father donating his old sea chest to hold the books and tools the college specified. The long drive to Bath. My mother didn't come with us, as I remember. I didn't know that I was leaving home then. It was like my first day at school, at 5, desperate to leave 2 demanding siblings to get on to the next thing. I vanished into the crowd of tearful kids, dry-eyed, never looking back. Years later, my mother said she had been hurt, but not surprised. At end of term, I found I had left home. Still between worlds, I was not at home. At dinner, I used a student word. Bullshit, I proclaimed, was the problem at my alma mater. There was a nasty silence. Since then, I have left home a dozen times. Always I was ready. No regrets. As little looking back as possible. Gradually nearing the home that I shall never leave. Okay, this is about going to Rome, being very, very moved, but also very confused in a way by the differences between the modern times, present, and the modern buildings and so on. So this is called Tourist. In a dream, I stood in Rome. I was the dreamer and the dream. I stood on one spot. I was the cobblestones where my centurion sandals rested after the long march home from Gaul. I was the fearful Christian listening to the roar of bloodlust, and I was the lusty citizen hurrying to the arena. I heard the gossip, saw Caravaggio lurching drunk and dangerous, heard Loyola cry, "For shame!" smelled the roasting flesh of heretics. I was the stylish fop, twirling my kerchief in my carriage on the way to the opera, as it rolled across the spot where I hailed Mussolini's jack-booted troopers. In my dream, I was the pavement trodden by 1 billion feet, ground under 1 million wheels. I was every beggar of every era on that spot, witness, citizen, dreamer and dreamer, tourist of all the centuries.